Good morning, good afternoon, good evening wherever you are. The stream is about to start. Grab your favorite drink. Sit back and relax. You're chilling with HexAsians. With your host, Crypto Vince, Uncle Kevin Hex, and middle class working man.
HexAsians? Nice.
Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! Emotional damage! Give me sushi!
Namaste HexAsians, how is everyone doing? I hope the audio is okay. If anybody is in chat, can you let me know if it's working? Uh, should be working fine. Yes, I hope a few more people join. You see, but the viewers on the channel are indicator of the market prices, and when the market prices are down, I don't expect a lot of people to join, but it's okay. I hope a few people will listen to this on replay, and those listening, let me know in chat or in comments what you guys are drinking. I am drinking some Zesto Galandan. Oops. Yeah. Fruit soda. Zesto the London fruit soda. This stream is not for formally sponsored by fruit soda, but yeah, looking at the market, everything is a bit fruity, a bit zesty. Maybe we need a more sponsorship from that, but you know, the London is a citrus fruit which is high in vitamin C. And vitamin C is good for recovery from injury because it helps with the enzyme collagenase, which is useful for repairing elastic tissue. So, yeah, we need a lot of vitamin C for recovery from the injuries that have been inflicted by the market in general. Because yes, everything seems negative. That is why I think it is my duty as a as a physician, like to you know, I part of it, like my duty as a physician, I feel is just to give reassurance to the patient, even though the patient as well as the doctor may know the prognosis that yes, everything is going to be all right. It's just a matter of the time frame. And remember, on a long enough time frame, like everything goes to zero, or what you call uh, the heat that of the universe is bound to happen in a few billion years. So, what we are seeing is like a snap of the finger on this time scale. But hey, I may come off as negative, but I have some positive news coming up. Please hold on. Don't go away so quickly. I see the Silver Sailor joining us. Buy Silver. Silver. Today is the Silver Squeeze 2.0. I bought some more, of course. Eh, Good to hear. I will see. I'm not in the what do you call it, precious metal market. I do own some gold, minuscule, like whatever I buy as a ritualistically on certain days uh, of the Indian calendar or on Indian festivals. It's considered a good luck token. So I'm more into yeah, gold. Silver is I think no. My maybe my family owns some, but again, same, not directly because uh, well, silver. It's the part of the reason silver prices are pumping because being while being a precious metal, silver is also an industrial metal. It is required for electronics more so than gold and in general. So whenever there is a rise in silver's price, it affects the economy in a very different way than what gold does because it has been. And I still haven't seen, like, I was trying to look for it, how much like leverage is there on silver derivatives. The numbers aren't still clear. And if you are trading derivatives market on silver, hoping for a squeeze, I pray for you because you see the exchanges, CME or whatever, they have a complete monopoly. They can shut down the market and stop price discovery. We have seen this during the what was that, GME, GameStop squeeze. They can just turn the markets off and yeah. So, but yes, if you are or capable of take physical delivery of silver, it would be great. Uh, on the other hand, when you think about it, maybe it is also one of the reasons why crypto markets are kind of down. People are shifting from crypto to silver. Uh, at some point, there is going to be a reversal. Hope that happens soon because these prices are hurting a lot. Me, special, like I did a live stream 2 weeks ago that yeah, already the price is hurting, but we are still going down. For Pulse chain, one of the reasons being the T-dye minting. Uh, I like I've given up trying to explain to people it's not a very good choice, but people are still buying because they still believe it's possible to peg a PDI to $1. But I'm not so optimistic. But hey, whatever. So Silver is saying. I was chatting with him yesterday. I was chatting with him, Free Roger. He's still awaiting a decision on extradition. He's healthy but angry. That's a very good thing to hear. I hope he isn't extradited. Like he should be set free. Uh, Like that's a different mess or like one of the things that makes my blood boil. Like he has presented his case. His tax numbers were absolutely correct. Yeah, but are still trying to frame him for taxes that he owed, which never existed. I when he's what do you call it? Relinquished his citizenship, U.S. citizenship. Like the whole uh, market cap of crypto was less than a few million, and he's expected to pay millions in, like, I think it was like 70% of what the whole crypto market cap was at the time, what he's being taxed. It's just number. It's again lawfare capitalism, or lawfare warfare, whatever you call it. Something similar to what Richard is facing, even though it is from the Finnish government. Like Richard Hart was one of, I not even one, but he was the highest taxpayer for Finland of the year, and they are still saying owes them more taxes. As far as the Interpol case goes, he that looks a bit like shady. Not shady isn't the right term. Like fake. Like why would he be beating up a 16-year-old? Like possible, but very unlikely. And yeah, they are after him for because, like I said, he isn't part of the club. Uh, because look at all the SEC cases that have been dropped. Like even who's that Hawk girl, her case has been dropped by the SEC. And that was a clear pump and dump. But Richard Hart is being still pursued. Why? Because I don't know. Like, is he should have openly supported the Trump campaign with with real dollar, not with just lip service. I don't think he did. Uh, Even though he's still like pro Trump and pro Elon, which I'm not completely. Even though I think what Trump is doing has some method to his madness. Maybe he is trying his best. Whether things will backfire or go the right way, we'll only find out, because in 2 days the tariffs go into place. We will see how that affects the market in general. We are already seeing the effects of the tariffs right now on the stock market, etc. But that if effect is because of the uncertainty, because we don't know exactly whether the tariffs will go in place, how much, and what will be the reactions of the global markets. But once they are in place, everything will kind of, what you call, synchronize or even out, because if tariffs go, there are high tariffs on China, it will do the same thing it does every time. It will devalue its own currency to make what you call exports profitable. It can impose retaliatory tariffs, uh, but mainly it is trying to move away from the US markets. Plus, it has sanctioned the US companies for goods of dual use, which is things that can be used for war, mainly anti-money, which is used for high explosives. So it's a very complex web of things. We can never know for sure. But when there is this much of uncertainty and doubt, yes, there is blood on the street. Some of some of it our own, but That's what we call a life-changing opportunity. If you guys remember the COVID day, yeah, it was around this same time, and within a month or so, we were back to new all-time high. Yes, we can see something similar uh, in the market. We already saw something like that happen for Tesla. Tesla, not Tesla exactly, but X. Well, X or formerly Twitter was losing market cap because mainly because it is accruing a lot of debt because I think its uh, total debt was around 44 billion, on which the even the monthly interest is hundreds of mil. I think around a billion. Yearly is around a billion, and no, a monthly interest is around a billion, and it is backed by X shares, not Tesla shares. When Tesla shares go down in value, Elon Musk had to put up some more collateral. Instead, what he did, he has bailed out X by using another company of his, which is XAI, and bought his own company for 40, uh, 33 billion effective. That is 45 billion minus the 12 billion in debt. How did XAI get that money? It was funding from the government, the Stargate, or was it Project Stargate, right? For the investment in AI, and which is self is funny. He may have like uh, kicked the can down the road, but it's still not going to be very useful because Tesla stock price is still falling, and there has been a giant recall on Tesla Cybertrucks, which is like not profitable for the company. And you see the whole business of X or Tesla uses something known as the net present value. Uh, so it depends, the current evaluation depends on how much income it is supposed to bring in next in the next years. But when there is a recall, it's like throwing a monkey wrench into the gears. It's not very helpful. Um, yeah, so Tesla, uh, yeah, I think it was JP Morgan who has given a target of $120 per share for Tesla. I don't, I think it will reach that valuation, which if you are an early investor, it is still, you will still be in profit. But those who bought Tesla shares in the past 1 year or so, yeah, it's not going to be that good. But you doesn't mean that you can't profit of it. You can short the shares. You don't have to own the shares. You can just borrow the shares, sell them, and buy them back and return them later for a lower price. That's how things are. We are seeing it in play, and which is kind of makes me hopeful that yes, there are going to be traders who are going to be shorting not only Tesla but other companies, mainly strategy and Sailor Moon. I mean, Michael Saylor has just bought more about 1.9 billion dollars worth of Bitcoin. I think he has issued more shares. Uh, I think different category of shares. I think they are called Stripe, and they are like lower in seniority of regular share, but you can he's going to use, like I said, he used the money from those shares to buy Bitcoin, but it is kind of like the grayscale Bitcoin, which is kind of an indirect buying of Bitcoin, but overall it is not good because you again, why do you, I guess there will be some entities who cannot buy directly Bitcoin, but now with so many ETFs and like even banks have gotten the permission to have custody of Bitcoin. I don't know why people are still using his company as a way to arbitrage Bitcoin, unless the simple reason being it is a money laundering scheme for foreign investor. So yeah, that's one thing. Uh, yeah, but yeah, with all these short, again, I have to say, bull market, bear market. See, the bulls make money, the bears make money, pigs are butchered. Uh, that is what is happening. There is, and what we have seen on Pulse. Which I'm trying to avoid talking about, but we'll get to that later. Yeah, there will be bears who will make money in the current scenario. Um, I closed my short position on Ethereum just yesterday. Decent. I will kind of, yeah, but the profit wasn't that much that I will make a dent in the price of Pulse chain. But I will be buying more Pulse chain later, or maybe not. I will be you can see I will be well, hmm, my play. I would want disclose on stream because yeah, I know people take positions against my trades, and sometimes I feel that is what is happening. Like people know where or when my stakes are going to end, and they are trying to make me capitulate when. But don't worry, I've said this before. Uh, a sh- for me, a stake on of X is like a covenant. I will not emergency and stake anytime. Uh, but but I wish I had like if only I had just emergency and staked everything at 50 cents and just taken profit and left everything. I would have been much happier now. But uh, hindsight is 2020, right? So yeah, I'm okay. Hey, I've been rambling a lot. Let me take a kind of a breather. And whenever I want to take a breather, I just bring up the hex chart on Pulse chain. Let's see how things are going or looking. I know there has been a bit slight positivity in the market. Mm, let me see. Where is this? Where is this? So this is the weekly chart. price is back to where it was in September. I guess so. Not bad. I hope uh, this is like hope this plays out as a bottom or a support. I don't expect it to, but price is going up for the last 6 hours. You can see on the hourly, yeah, a bit, a good MACD. On the hourly, the MACD is positive, which is again positive. On the 4 hour chart also, we are we are seeing some positive. On the daily, it's the MACD is kind of flat. So hopefully we have bottomed it out. That which also remind. I'll stop saying. There was a tweet regarding Mike Novogratz. Mr. Novogratz say we are going down to 1K. He, I think there is a SEC ruling against him for because of promoting Luna. I don't remember everything right now because everything has been. Other thing, what was it? Yeah. Is there anyone watching? If not, I will end this stream early. But just give me a second. Where is I I wish I could. Oh, to oh, I see mix. AK Jasol joining us, saying is here. Thank you, my friend. Uh, Gives me a little more hope. Uh, just I want to take a short break. I can't play. Uh, just a sec. I am going to play my own song for a little bit because I hopefully will come back to. Feel free to comment if you want something to be said in the special mic. So I'm the man with the golden mic. Yes.
Oh, feedback.
Yes.
I love the feedback. That's awesome.
Oh, feedback.
I love the feedback. That's awesome.
I'm the man with the golden mic. Yes. I'm the man with the golden mic.
Like, this is not a game.
Yes.
Oh, feedback.
Feel free to comment if you want something to be special mic.
So everybody now needs to recalibrate their frame of thinking because those are the facts. You want to be number one in anything, you better fucking act like it. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that matters. You're the one that's not a broke pleb. You're the one that's not invested in down 50%. Get your fucking shit right. It's not even a game. Like, I'm gonna keep lambasting whoever fucking doesn't get it because I have nothing better to do than to demolish the fucking Furu game.
Yes. I'm the man with the golden mic.
There's only one. The rest of them are merely attempting to maybe get there one day.
I'm the man with the golden mic. Yes.
Oh, feedback.
I love the feedback. That's classic.
Thank you, Markable Thoughts, for that amazing video.
Oh, now you have to put that in too.
No, I have to edit that at the end.
Okay.
I will probably.
Welcome back from that short break. I'm still a bit thirsty. I might need a drink. Uh, it's no, I have forgotten what I wanted to say because yes, there is a lot of negative sentiment going on. I listened to who's that a crypto under's podcast a little while ago. Look, we can say what we want. Yeah, Richard Hart is the only one who can solve the problem right now. Uh, uh, he, everybody is talking about we should hard fork the Pulse chain, but I mentioned this in the last stream. The real solution for it would be a soft fork, not a hard fork, which means we don't split the chain, we just roll back some of the uh, uh, addresses or fix a bit of inequity on Pulse chain, but that is very difficult to thing to do. Now, PDI has already like in a web of other tokens, and more than that, with the launch of all this, like I think there were around 1700 meme coins launched on Pulse chain since the launch of pump tires. The liquidity of all those coins is uh, locked with Pulse chain, and whenever Pulse chain price rises, those coins are going to dump and uh, yeah, bring down the price of Pulse chain. So that is not a really a viable option. Let's hope if that PDI pegging mechanism uh, works out because in theory, what should happen is there is this kind of it's called the global limit or debt limit, which is how much PDI can be minted. If we reach that limit, then the collateral will be used to go into an auction, which is supposed to help bring down or burn pulse and sorry, not pulsex, PDI and bring it to a pegging. But apparently, the extractor or whoever is minting those PDI has found a way to bypass it because it keeps liquidating itself, I guess. And he is the only one doing be able to profitably do that because it's his own collateral that is at stake. Mm, so I have no idea. So I see Ahmed Nabil in chat. Good evening. Very warm welcome to you as well as oh, Eid Mubarak. Yeah, we were able to see the moon a few hours ago in the Philippines. I don't know whether it occurred in Singapore. We'll see. Yeah, Jasol is drinking green herba mate with honey. I am quitting coffee until the next bear market is confirmed. Good for you, but uh, I don't think herba mate is a good substitute for coffee. Like like it's a good. I don't know, man. I haven't tried it, but the people who have I've talked to who have tried it taste they say it tastes like uh, drinking grass, and I it's not as effective as coffee. Plus, like, yeah, like coffee, it's yeah, it's definitely not as good for your health. But if you're drinking like I I think 1 or 2 cups a day, I don't think it's that bad for you. On the contrary, I have read studies that it is actually good for your cardiac health. Black coffee without sugar up to I think what was it 120 milligrams per day. I think I have maybe a wrong number, but yeah, it's Mother is asking, mind if I join the stream? Why would I mind? I have already shared the link in the chat to join. And my friend, you are always welcome. I, if you, yes, so please do. I'll be waiting. What drinks was I? Yeah, we were talking about benefits of coffee. Look, hey, and we have Emma joining us. Good morning, good evening. How are
Hi,
you?
good evening, Diraj. I'm fine. A bit exhausted and tiring after a day of visiting for Eid Mubarak. Yes. Yeah.
Working in Hey, while like to bring some positivity to the live stream, like how are Singapore Eid celebrations? Are there any like different, any special what you call rituals or traditions for Eid in Singapore?
Uh, I know. So I think it's about this. How should I say the celebration? Um, Basically, it's a bit like this. In the morning, we go for our, eat prayer, and after that we will go home and we visit our parents, grandparents, and elders, wish them hari raya and ask for forgiveness and everything. And yep, that's it lah. We have a lot of visiting. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think for me the visiting is getting less and less because the elderly like the pass on most of them. Yeah, quite sad also.
that's and do you have the custom of ED? In India, we have that like the elders give gifts to the young
Oh
ones,
yes, yes.
like monetary gift.
Yeah. So I think in Singapore, or I think in Malaysia also, what we did is that the adult who are working, they will give, some money in green envelopes to the children. They give to the children, and give to the other nieces, and other children that come visit lah. Yeah.
And do you have any special dishes that are like cooked for what you call Eid, like
Yeah,
in Eid?
I don't think there's any special dishes. I think the dishes all depends on the culture and the region. Like for example, I think in Malaysia and Singapore, or maybe Indonesia, I think the food is about the same. It's just some what we call rendang and sambal goreng and everything. I think it is probably a bit different if you go to the Middle East, which is mostly some bread and some whatever they eat down there lah. Yeah, yeah.
like in India, we have like we, uh, we have what you call shiru kurma, which is semolina, not semolina, vermicelli, vermicelli, which is like a really fine pasta,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yes, yeah.
like, and it's a sweet dish with a lot of dry fruits, etc. One of my favorites, like we we always bug our Muslim friends to like bring that for us, and of course biryani is like there is a special dum biryani which is cooked for usually on Eid and it is shared with everyone.
Yes,
Have
yes,
you
yes, yeah.
used this?
I mean, I think some of us may also cook biryani also. But it's a bit of a hassle to cook lah. You know, cooking is always a hassle because some usually the day before we celebrate Eid, people will start cooking all the delicious food and everything. Yeah, and so for right now, after 30 days of fasting, and when you eat all this food and everything, right, your body just shut down. Yeah. So
Like
right now my body is like like, oh, there's
I,
overload
I
of
I know
calories and everything. Yeah. So I'm
uh,
like right now.
like I because I, I don't have any friends to share biryani here, but in India, like we like um, like family friends, they always send a special batch of biryani to us, and
Mm-mm.
there is this. It's called kevda, which is like a kind of a perfume that is used for biryani, and it has a it's a different taste altogether. And after like eating, you feel not only like relaxed, sleepy. It's a amazing feeling.
Yeah, I
So I
think I
understand.
yeah, yes. I heard that sometimes for biryani they may, like what you say, they put some like nice scented, like some even use rose water, I heard, or rose oil to make the smell nicer and everything, yeah. All those spices and everything, yeah.
Making me hungry right now. But what?
Yeah, my father-in-law, I think he sometimes, usually if I went back to Philippines, I think if my wife want to send some package back, right? Sometimes my father-in-law will ask for biryani powder, those biryani powder, those flavorings and everything. Yeah, so that he can cook biryani lah. But of course, I think in Philippines you don't have biryani rice, if I'm not quite wrong. I think you don't have any, so he will just make do with normal rice. Yeah.
Like, yeah, biryani usually basmati. I think it is available. I there are special Asian shops that offer basmati rice for biryani, but normally it's like 1.5 times costly as what normal rice is. So people don't usually buy it unless it's a very special occasion. Again, so that's all good so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am trying to like distract people from, uh, even though there aren't any much watching, but yeah, talking about pulse chain, there is only negativity on X, and
Yes, yes.
oh my god, yeah, oh my
Yeah,
god,
it's like,
I joined a couple of X spaces anonymously, and the things I hear, it makes me like cringe. And on top of that, there is like people throwing the N word here and there. It's like eh, I don't think you are going to attract people to Pulsion by acting that way. On top of that, like yeah, we know Richard is a MAGA fanatic, and so is our top dev Britep. He people, yeah, I don't know how many people support it versus are against it. I hope like people, mm, what do you call, separate the politics from it, but it's really difficult, especially now. Richard is tweeting like, yeah, you should go and support Elon Musk in removing the judges that are in place in Wisconsin. So yeah, like Richard, like I wish I I remember we were talking about this last stream that he should be more like clear with his messages, but it's at the wrong time, or his at least what I feel when he's making wrong suggestions, he's more clear. When he's making something good for the for Persian, it's ambiguous. Again, like who was that last stream we had a crypto build eco builder? He was saying like, no, maybe he's trying to make us use our own brain cells, be more creative, understand. That is not really needed. Uh, be clear,
Oh,
like, sorry.
yeah, I mean, Eco Builder has a point that 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 saying that Richard want us to use our brains and everything. Yeah, but unfortunately, the people are using it for the wrong things, and also I think, I mean, my opinion is that the people don't really have the technical know-how on how to really do coding and everything. I mean, some people do, but you know it's cool, like what you say, coding is tough also. Yeah, and of course, like what like going to all the spaces, listen to conversation, and seeing a community being toxic, breaking down, and arguing among each other. I guess it's something to be expected, because there are some people who say that, oh, they should do this, no, we should do that, we should still keep doing this. This is uh, something that hard to get rid of, lah. Because everybody seem to have their own agenda. Everybody's promoting their own things here and there. Yeah, so just have to ride it out and have to see what happen, lah. Because yeah, I mean, as of right now, I think in the in the markets, all the prices are going down. Yeah, and even the price of PHEX is also almost going all the way back to its lows again, also from what I can see. Yeah, so you just have to hold out.
Yeah, but yeah, we are back to where we were in September, which is like not that bad. 6 months of profit taken away, not that bad for Hex, but for Pulse Chain, it is really like hemorrhaging money. Like,
Yeah.
uh, I feel bad. I bought some Pulse Chain to launch my own token, but I'm going to refrain from it now. I was supposed to do it today actually, but uh, I- like not that a good time for this market. Like, uh, maybe I will. And on top of that, this pump tires new mechanism, I'm not really fond of. Uh,
Oh, there's a new mechanism.
I like not new mechanism, but now the liquidity is pulled into PulseX V1. So if that
Mm.
happens, uh, like the liquidity on the token does not grow on its own. Uh, so it will be like it most of it the trading volume goes to buying and burning PulseX, which is good. But if as a founder of the token, why would I want PulseX to pump, even though I have a lot of PulseX instead of my coin to pump? That's the kind of an issue. Uh, one way of mitigating that is having a separate pool, but then the liquidity is fractured, then everybody gets a worse deal. So I'm going to refrain from that. I was also kind of thinking of including a different protocol, and now with AI, like coding smart contracts is so much easier. I tried it, so uh, let's see. We will see a lot of things. We have already seen improvements in AI. Did you? I hope everybody is aware of the Studio Ghibli slop that has been posted on X and by OpenAI. Uh, Guys, everything turned to Studio Ghibli memes. Uh,
Hmm.
it is a giant step forward for, uh, but again, it, how whether it will be good or bad for the economy is again doubtful. Great OpenAI makes a bit of money. Actually, OpenAI even doesn't make money from it because the amount of money that is used or required for generating each image is far more than what people are paying for it. Yeah, in the future it may be profitable, but for that you have to like be able to survive till that point, and with competition rising, it is very difficult to do. And if it displaces uh, workers, basically normal artists, digital artists, and analysts, right? Used, uh, it's going to affect the economy as a whole. People losing jobs is not good for the market as a whole. So, again, I am still dicey about what is going to happen, but we'll
Yeah,
find out. We'll find out.
we just have to find out, and I think just now I heard what you said. Crypto Wonder has released a new video. I mean, I haven't really watched that video, so yeah. So I mean, we just have to. I guess you just have to wait for it and see what is how the where the tides, the wave is going to bring us. Yeah, because everybody is right now arguing, panicking. Yeah.
Uh, The the example I like to give is that of there are images of the Great Depression where people are carrying wheelbarrows of cash,
Oh
uh,
yeah, yes,
to-
yeah, yeah. I think I
where
seen it
the
before. Yeah,
hyperinflation caused
yes, yes,
those dollars to
yeah,
become worthless.
yeah. I
But
even
i-
remember that that it's not that no that after World War I, I think in Germany, right, a person carries like a whole laundry basket of money, and when she went and turn around again, she find that the laundry basket is gone and the money is there. I mean, that shows how worthless the money is. Yeah.
yes, but now if that person had held on to that money, like those notes are collector notes, and each note would be worth more than what the German mark would have been, or
Yes, yes, yeah.
the whole. So it's all about time frame. For me, 15 years, we are going to see a lot of ups and downs. Remember, Richard always talks about how he held Bitcoin from 1300 dollars to around $2. Yeah, yeah. So that took not two 200, I guess. Uh, yeah, it was easy crash. We are seeing this right now, but main uh, thing is right now there is uncertainty. After a couple of days, tariffs go into practice. We'll have a bit of certainty, which will make like people are who are going are still holding on to their fiat currency will put the currency to invest somewhere or the other, and we'll see a pump in the market. So all is not lost as of now. And for hex in general, like if I hope like people who are holding hex have a bit of dry cash to buy in, or at least if not that, you there is this I talked about this a couple of months ago. You are still earning Hedron as well as COM. You can use that to buy Hex, which will kind of prop up the Hex price. Plus, there are these auctions on ICOSA and Hedron that occur every few days. If you use your Hedron to buy some of those stakes, it will also help increase the value of Hex, which I am kind of working on.
Yeah.
Uh, hasn't been that effective. Maybe my buy order could have caused a whale to panic and dump his some of his stakes. I don't know, man. Like, uh, as for Pulse, uh, mainly for Hex, there is this thing, Hart's law. We are still kind of bonded with the Ethereum price,
Yeah.
which may not look as good right now. But I mentioned this like there is the Pectra upgrade that will occur by end of next month. Hopefully, it's already launched on testnet, working fine. It helps not only reduce the gas prices, but it will make like the what you call stakers, Ethereum stakers, more profitable. And once people start seeing profit there, it will people will start buying back ETH. Uh, Plus, there is like who was Donald Trump Jr. or was it Eric Trump that tweeted about Ethereum? So the Ethereum, yeah, the Trump Foundation is looking into Ethereum. They are not going to let it go down too much. Right now, they might be scooping up at low prices, and there is more and more talks about launching stable coins on Ethereum because it still has, I think, the highest market cap and transaction for stable coins, which uh, I don't know whether you have heard, but the BRICS nations are using stable coins for transactions, which is good.
Oh,
So,
it's
like,
good. That's good. Yeah.
yeah, because mainly China and Russia, they are trading using uh, USDT to be more exact, uh, because one USDT is kind of backed by the CCP. Their banks are now they don't disclose their banks because there are uh, we saw what happened in 2017. Like they, what I think it was a bank in Barbados that seized their funds for money laundering or something, but they were able to recover those funds. And I think they minted around $1 billion of USDT. Why? and you'll be wondering why China is using USDT, because even though there are like uh, talks that BRICS will launch their own currency, or China wants to make the yuan the reserve currency of the world. Actually, what I've heard is no, they don't want to, because when your currency is the global reserve, there is this thing called the Triffin's dilemma, which means like uh, what you your internal and external politics clash. That is, people like you cannot devalue your own currency for export benefits. So China isn't doing that. It is trying to still use the dollar, and hey, whatever you say, it US is going to be the biggest buyer market for all the goods in the world for a long time. So it doesn't make sense for uh, people to stop using the dollar, but by using stable coins, they are able to bypass indirectly the SWIFT system, as well as some of the sanctions that are being imposed. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah. True. Yeah, it seems that when it comes to crypto, that China may have some resistance to all these things, but they're actually quite pro crypto somehow. China, and it's like they have positioned themselves to be, the middleman or the go-to place if you want to, trade crypto or anything in the future. Yeah, and the
uh,
US, I think, I don't know. That's just my opinion, I guess. Yeah.
like I don't think like China is uh, like the place to go for uh, trading in crypto. It's open to crypto because other countries uh, use are open to crypto, mainly Russia and Brazil. Uh, the thing is, yeah, China still has its what you call capital flight uh, risk, and they still have capital controls on their markets. So that's one thing. But we, we talk about Bitcoin, which country produces all the miners for Bitcoin? Guess, China.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, China. Yeah. Mm.
and it still does. I don't have exact proof, even though like mainland there is a ban on mining Bitcoin on mainland China, but I think they have delegated it to Hong Kong and Macau, where yeah, they still can, and it's so China does have a strategic reserve for Bitcoin of its own, and it like Bitcoin, and with the new ETFs, trading is much simpler, so they are able to go through trade. So my point is there is a lot of money on the sidelines just waiting for the right opportunity. It's whether you can survive this storm, it will decide whether you uh, will be able to make it. We have seen this picture play out 5 years ago in uh, during the COVID dip. I
Mm-hmm.
assume it will happen the same. But also this time there is something different. We I really didn't want to talk about it. The signal gate. You know what?
Oh, yeah, yeah. They go and the war plans are leaked by Signal. Yeah, I thought Signal is supposed to be more secure than Telegram or WhatsApp, right? Isn't it? Yeah. I mean, Elon
it
Musk
is
even
the
said use Signal. Yeah.
yeah, but the thing is, the leaks weren't like somebody hacked their backend for
Yeah.
Signal,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
they added a
A
reporter,
journalist.
somebody,
Yeah.
a journalist who, by the way, is already known to be pro-Israel and like what you call paid shill for from media. So I don't think it was an accident. It was kind of a way for them to highlight uh, what they were doing. Because hey, if nobody knows about what happened, then what is the fun in doing
Mm.
those things? It's and like even the from what I guess or from reading the YouTube comments and comments on X, some people were happy that they did it. Some people like it's really disgusting. You know, and like how can you bomb an entire building to catch one guy or kill one guy who aren't even sure that the person is in the building or not. But this is what is shared on, and
I mean, that
humor.
is, I mean, that is actually what the US has been doing. I mean, to them, it's like, it's okay to have some casualties. Yeah, but since as what you say, the journalist is and because like in US is also a weapons supporter and financier of Israel. Like, Israel is a matter of, oh, there's a suspected terrorist down there in the hospital. Yeah, let's just bomb it. Yeah, and instead of using the most advanced weapon, let's just use unguided munitions, and just bomb the entire thing and everything. Yeah, and we can just say, oh, there's that, and everything. Yeah, they shoot a gun and say that, oh, yeah, they shot me first and everything. It's typical and everything. Yeah, but I'm not going to go into that anyway because you know I think we have enough politics with the Palestine and enough
But
politics with all
yeah,
the world and everything. Yeah. But like what I said,
and
I think for me, I think they smoke and mirrors. I mean, I think they just all these are smoke and mirrors. It's just to distract the American public from whatever is happening in their country. Because right now in the US, there's a lot of things happening here and there, and sometimes when you have this, conspiracy come out here and there, people start to get distracted by whatever is happening, this and that and everything. Yeah.
and apparently like some what you call political pundits are saying that it's all kind of a way to provoke a war with Iran, and if that happens, like Iran is not going to um be gentle. Like it already has a list of targets, specific targets of US bases, and if that happens, like Russia and definitely will be supporting Iran. So we might go into
Mm.
World War III. That is,
Yeah.
but this
I
is
mean, for the US, they'll be very happy to have another war because that's what their economy is being run in. I mean, you have a war, you have they recruit people. You say Iran is a bad man, bad person, and they bomb us first. But despite sometimes they and everything, yeah. And I think once if such a thing happen, and if such a thing happen, then Russia will probably take advantage of the Ukrainian thing. We never know. Yeah. And maybe China will like, maybe let's get back Taiwan again. Yeah. But I think for Ukraine, I think the American has give up on Ukraine really. That's what I believe lah. Yeah. because right now I think all the evidence from the all the pharmaceutical company or whatever company set up by the Hunter Biden laptop thing, I think it's all being erased already. So most likely Ukraine is left for themselves.
Yeah, and the thing is, we already saw how the US is treating the the president of Ukraine
It's
while
a clown show.
doing and and
It's a,
the peace treaty that has been proposed is not acceptable by either of the parties.
Mhm.
Russia wants to keep the area that it has conquered, which like, I think it is correct because those are Russian speaking areas and they were kind of that was a whole reason for Russia to take action because
Mm.
there were kind of programs targeting Russian speaking people in those regions
Yes, yes,
by
yes. I heard, I heard
so
about it.
yeah, it makes sense for Russia to keep those areas and it like Russia has already like theoretically it has won the war. It is not going to back down. So it's a matter of like time and other thing like it is asking for elections in Ukraine, which should have occurred, but the Zelensky put a martial law in place and isn't giving up his uh, seat. So that is another thing.
Yeah.
Uh, but the main thing is the whatever Ukraine is talking about, like uh, trying to get support from America in exchange for minerals and mining rights. Those minerals may not even be there, so it may not even be profitable for US to continue that war, and that is why mainly US is backing up. Again, this
Yeah,
is this is
and
my
the one to pick up the pieces will be the European Union, Germany,
yeah,
France, Spain.
look, look, though in the end it will be the Chinese mining companies that will go into Ukraine and actually
Sure, yeah, yes, yes. Mm.
because
Yeah.
uh,
Mm.
like worldwide, all mining operations are more or less supported by China or done by China. That is why it has a strong like, manufacturing chain because they are like invested from mining to refining to processing everything. So it's a different story. And but geopolitics, look, that Ukraine war is kind of going to end soon, and Russia, or rather US, is trying to shift its focus from Ukraine into back onto the Middle East. Actually, they don't even want to focus on the Middle East. Their goals are to go up against China, which is becoming stronger and stronger day by day. Recently, I heard they
Mm.
have cracked the EUV lithography, which is used for making microchips. They are kind of like DeepSeek. They are going to be using a less known version. There is this amazing channel called Asianometry. If you, I think if you are listening or subscribed to this channel, you might get it in your feed as well. But they have done like it does a very good short documentaries. So basically, uh, yeah, there are sanctions on export of uh, lithography machines which are used for producing chips in China, uh, and they are developing a homegrown mechanism for doing that. if they do that, then yeah, like a lot of EU companies are going to suffer because
Mm.
like the
And I think it's just a matter of time that the China has cracked the code and create their own homegrown device also. And I think once China created the homegrown device, and maybe it won't be the on par to what the European or American countries have, but at least it's a very basic functioning model. And I think most of the countries, especially in Asia, and I think in Singapore probably we will probably be quite happy and support it because we can probably get it from China quite cheap, yeah, and affordable also. Mm-mm.
yeah, and see, it like if the difference is like for example, best example right now, OpenAI versus DeepSeek. Yes,
Yes.
OpenAI, yeah, it has better image generation, etc. But if you are able to do it at a fraction of a price, then why? Of course, some people are going to go for the higher end version, but a lot of people are who might have hadn't had a choice to go for other thing like will go for DeepSeek. Same thing like uh, mobiles like yes, you can buy the latest and greatest iPhone if you want, but if you can get like the same functionality, uh, like if you are going to use it for a basic purpose, like basic gaming, a few photographs, then a $200 phone, Chinese phone, is going to do your job, which is, I guess, it's the it will like cut into
It's,
the
it's
market.
much more. It's much more. It suffice to for your daily day activities. Yeah, I mean you. I mean yeah. I mean why do you need an iPhone 13, 14, 15, 16 for? I mean privacy. Yes, that is the added bonus of having such thing. But otherwise, you know, eh.
Uh,
And then sorry, no, not an Apple fan actually. I'm not an Apple fan because I don't understand actually.
I know I am anti-Apple all the way through. And regarding privacy, like we have so many cloud gates, remember like so many breaches in security. Otherwise, okay, it may not have a backdoor to for the government on the iPhone theoretically, but yeah, we have seen so many hacks on iPhone. Like, you can't really say security is best. And of course, like Android has evolved much faster and better,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I would say it is at par almost now with iPhone. And but hey, that debate is never going to finish. Like Apple versus Android is always going to remain. Um,
Hey, don't forget about
both
Windows Phone.
just like TDI versus X. People
Don't
are
forget about
for
don't forget about Windows Phone. Okay, I like the Windows Phone last time, the Nokia Windows Phone and everything. Yeah, but of course it died out lah.
which also like Huawei has launched its own uh, operating system.
Ah yes,
Hongmeng,
yes.
it's Harmony OS. Hongmeng,
Harmony. Yeah.
it China. It looks amazing. Like I went to a Huawei store a while back, and it's kind of like the iOS with seamless integration. Like your uh, device is all your devices can be connected uh, seamlessly, like just like iPhone. So and now they are trying to integrate it with uh, what are electric vehicles as well. So
Mm.
kind of it's amazing. We also saw like the fastest electric car currently from
BYD,
Xiaomi.
Xiaomi?
You
It's not BYD, is it? I thought.
yeah,
Xiaomi.
BYD. Yeah, Xiaomi released its. I don't know what it's called that, but there is this YouTuber or Twitch streamer, I Speed. He had his tour of China and he rode in that uh, vehicle. And it's like
Oh,
one.
I think I saw a clip. I saw a clip of it. Yeah, I saw a clip of it.
It's like 1/10 the price of a Lamborghini, and it's amazing. So,
Mm.
uh,
Yeah.
which
I
also
mean,
reminded me that there is this. I saw a clip on. I don't know whether it was on X or YouTube, but there is this Chinese YouTuber who was saying that like you keep crying that Chinese quality is bad, Chinese goods are very fragile. That's because you don't have access to all the real quality stuff that is made in China. You are only able to you are too poor to access those high-end goods. You are only able to buy cheap stuff from China. That is why you get this uh, like Chinese goods are getting this bad reputation. But kind of true. Hey, sorry.
it's okay. I mean, for Chinese goods, I think it's because of due to publicity, and the already the society has seen that, oh, things from China are bad, it's not good, and tainted milk cases and all this kind of thing. So because of that reputation, so people have think that China quality is not so good. Yeah. But for me, I know the qualities are getting better and better, and people are looking for, instead of like looking for price and something, you're looking for practical functionality. Like the car that is 1/10 of the price of a Lamborghini or Ferrari, you can go almost as fast as it, and it's all the way. I think it's electric, right? Yeah, it's electric.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like eh, you see, again, I was talking about tariffs earlier. Like that is why there are tariffs on Chinese cars because American car manufacturers cannot compete with them. Like, and by the way, there are two ways handling competition in international market. You can tax or put tariffs on the foreign goods, or you can make your own domestic production cheaper by the means of subsidy. But the, clearly, the American government is not wanting to do that. Yeah, they can subsidize a lot and make then there will be this kind of actual free market where people are able to choose, and car prices will be cheaper. But this is my kind of conspiracy theory. There is a reason for doing that. Like uh, they are jacking up car prices, and it's going to be like very few people will even be able to own cars because you know you will not own anything and be happy. That is what they are trying to do. I assume because the, Tesla has already made kind of investment into those taxis, and Tesla is just one. There is already Waymo, and sure, there is another group that is doing these driverless taxis. If everybody owns a car, who is going to use a taxi? So That's what my conspiracy theory is, that they are making these vehicles expensive so that you will be forced to use taxis, and they will be able to make current out of it. That's what is my conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Who knows what is the way the whatever the deep state in the US people are thinking, Yeah, who knows? I mean, whatever. Yeah, burning of
But
Tesla and everything. I have no idea.
look, Tesla burning. Look, I have to preface this by saying that I am just joking, because people like not. I am pro violence. I like to see things being burned. Uh, but the thing is, Tesla in, like, it has there is this website called Tesla deaths, and there is a long list of deaths that have been caused by Tesla. I don't, and in general, like, people aren't happy with Tesla, especially the aftermarket service, or the post sale service, in terms of like maintenance. The whole, the initial advertising campaign was, yeah, it will be expensive, but you'll make up for the additional cost by saving on on servicing. But turns out that it actually costs more, because first of all, it breaks down more often. Electronics, everything breaks down more often. Plus the uh, tires themselves, like, because the vehicles are heavier, tires wear out more often, and tires cost a lot. The Plus the depreciation of the vehicle is crazy. Even, like, it's almost like the mobile phone. Like, your the vehicle cost becomes almost half when you buy it. Eh, Anyways, I'm rambling. Do you have
Yeah.
anything positive news?
Positive news? I don't know what's the positive news right now. Yeah.
Did you hear about the earthquake in
Oh
Myanmar and
yes, yes,
Thailand?
yeah. Yeah, I did heard about the earthquake. I mean, quite a bit of a tragedy happening down there to the people of Myanmar, especially. Yeah, although the military government, I don't really support them, lah. Yeah, but it's happening to people down there also. So, it's quite a bit of a quite scary also, and especially sometimes same thing in Thailand. You saw some videos of the buildings under construction crumbling like sand castles. Quite very scary actually. Yeah.
Do you think it was a earthquake or a direct energy weapon?
Oh, conspiracy again. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, who
Uh,
knows? I mean, direct energy
did you
weapon like, in Antarctica, because I heard there's a conspiracy in Antarctica. There's a direct energy weapon in Antarctica that causes the fires in Hawaii or something or whatever.
you
Yeah.
don't know? But were there any aftershocks, or did you feel any shocks in
No, no,
Singapore?
no. I think we didn't feel
We,
it. We didn't feel
yeah,
it because I think it's quite far away. But if there's any for example, any earthquakes happening in Indonesia, maybe sometimes we may feel it, especially if it's quite close to Singapore, lah. Yeah. But I think our
uh,
Singapore government has sent some a rescue party to help, to save some of the people in Myanmar. Yeah.
uh, I I don't. I think Indian government has also helped. I am not
Mm.
sure. I haven't read, but here in the Philippines, like, we are, uh, that was one of the reasons I rejoined X initially, because to get the official updates for Earth. seismic activities. There is field work.
Mm.
There are small earthquakes going on almost every day in the Philippines, so we don't really feel it. And, the
Mm.
first time I felt a real earthquake, I was in a mall and everybody was like going about their business normally, no panic, anything.
Mm.
Like, it is a weird feeling. Like, anyways,
I mean, for them, they are used to it, I guess, because it's just an earthquake, some tremors, just probably some tremors here and there. Probably when the buildings start crashing down, then there's the screaming started and the running begin.
yeah, but even like the the second, once we had a major one, even then, like people were quite calm. And first time I realized that because when I was living in the huge tower, like uh, if everybody in the if the like the skyscrapers were completely occupied and everybody has had to evacuate, there won't be enough space on the roads or open space around that everybody can stand. It's like maybe we should really. I, Nobody has really planned for it. Anyways, kind of diverging. Anyway, we have. I think I have run out of things to say. Do you
Nice.
have anything? We'll end the live stream. I know
Yeah.
you are already tired and sleepy. For me, I'm just looking at the charts and crying, but
Yeah.
hoping everything will be fine. Uh,
For me, I'm
uh,
just holding, and for me, I wouldn't call myself a hex maxi, but for me, I'm quite into hex. So as even if the prices heal, I'm just waiting for the price to drop a bit more, then I will maybe buy some hex
yeah.
also. Yeah, that's just
Now,
me lah. Mm-mm. Maybe some pulse hex also. Yeah, because pulse hex prices will eventually went up bit by bit, bit by bit. Yeah. Mm.
you see, I think the final message is just hold on to your coins. Uh, there is no the PDI expector is, yeah, it's bad, but even he will run out of money. Uh, like he is kind of like he's like only the tip of the iceberg. There are other whales who have been dumping. There was this one benevolent whale who self-proclaimed benevolent whale who is known to dump a lot of pulse and pulse X. Even he's running out of money. And I think Richard is cooking something. He was silent for a couple of days on Twitter, so I think he's cooking something. So
Mm. Yeah.
in a
I'm
couple
just
of
holding.
days, yeah, after April 2nd, we'll find out if you can buy some Pulse X Hex. If you can't, just wait and watch. And I hope everybody will make some. We will see. I hope we are going to see the biggest bull run so far. And yeah, that's it. I hope I am was able to induce subliminal positivity into your brains. And I hope to see you guys next week. Uh, that's it from my end.
Yeah. Same to you also. Nice chatting with you also. Yeah.
Khuda Hafiz. Wait a minute, where is our outro? Bye bye.
Bye.